Now moving towards the application of the multiplier circuit. So the squaring circuit. So how to design the multiplier as a squaring circuit? So this one is your x, y, and z, and here we are getting the output at the z terminal. So what is the value of Vz? Vz is equal to Vx into Vy. Now Vx and Vy both are connected to input terminal source. That means Vx is V in, Vy will also be V in. So Vz will be equal to V in multiplied by V in. So V in square. V in square. So how to calculate the value of the output of the squaring circuit? This is the connection diagram of squaring circuit. Multiplier as a squaring. It's not possible to write anything with the help of this mouse, but I think that would be clear to you, na? It is written as the squaring multiplier. So this is the connection diagram of the squaring. What you need to do whenever you are going to design the circuit for the squaring circuit, you need to connect both the input terminal with a single voltage source. Both the inputs should be connected to a single voltage source. So when 2 times you are multiplying the single voltage source, so the output will be the square of the input. So this is the method by which we can design the output of, we can design the circuit for the squaring multiplier. So this one, take it as first application. Now second, which is shown into the slide, multiplier as a divider circuit. Multiplier as a divider circuit. Divider, that means here we are going to derive the expression which would be in terms of the ratio of output and input, or the division of the two input. What will be the value of output? Output will be the division of the two input. As shown in the circuit, this Vm and V2, these are the two inputs, and this V1 is also the input, but it is connected to output. So we are taking it as the output. Because the main circuit is the amplifier. Na? With the help of this amplifier, we are calculating the value of output. So at the input terminal of this, which type of the multiplier is op-amp is connected in inverting operational amplifier configuration. This op-amp is connected in inverting operational amplifier configuration. Why? Because this input terminal is connected to negative terminal of the op-amp. So it is called as the inverting amplifier. Inverting amplifier, and the input of this inverting amplifier is this Vm, V2, but this output is connected to V1. So we are taking V1 or this Vy as an output. I hope that would be clear. Now In and Iz are the two current into the operational amplifier, where the value of In or In is what? In is equal to this Vm. Let's suppose here the value of voltage is Va. So Vm, here it is written as Vn. So make it correct. Let's suppose Vn. No, make it correct. That input is Vn. So what is the value of In? In is equal to Vn minus Va divided by R. That is the value of In. And this will be same as the Iz. In will be same as Iz. Why it's same as Iz? Why? Because input current of the operational amplifier is 0. Let's suppose here the value of current is II. II is the input current of the op-amp. But due to infinite impedance of the operational amplifier, the value of II is 0. So when II is equal to 0, In will be equal to Iz. In will be equal to Iz. And what is In? This current. In is equal to Vn minus Va divided by resistance, which is R. But what is the value of Vz from the circuit? From the circuit, the value of Vz is Va minus Vz divided by R. Va minus Vz divided by R. So with the help of that, we can also derive the value of In and Ij. But if we will proceed with this, if we will proceed to this, we will not be able to derive the expression in terms of input and output. So we are moving towards the other side. Why? Because we also need to use these values also. Na? So what is the value of this Vz? Vz is equal to, Vz is the output of the multiplier. Vz is what? Vz is the output of the multiplier. So Vz can be written as K. It is K now. K and the multiplication of the two input of the multiplier. Two input of the multiplier is V2 and V1. So how can we write the value of the Vz? Let me clear it first. What is Vz? Vz is equal to K into Vx into Vy. Vx into Vy. Or K into what is Vx? Vx is connected to V2. And what is Vy? Vy is connected to V1. So it can be written as K into V2 into V0. Why? Because V1 is equal to V0. V1 is equal to V0. So just substitute the value of Vz from here to there. It is R, and R will be cancelled out, and from there easily you can derive the expression for output. So this is the simplification of the circuit. So after the simplification, what is the final value of output? What is the final value of output? Output is equal to minus of Vn divided by K into Vx, where Vx is what? Vx is equal to V2. Now don't confuse with that. Right? Because Vx terminal is connected to V2. So how you need to proceed? Just equate the current equation. That means In and Ij. Calculate the value of In and Ij from the circuit and substitute the value of Vz. Why? Because Vz is your unknown parameter. You don't want to make a relationship in between Vz and input. You need to make a relationship in between input and output, or the ratio of the two input. So Vz is not your input, or we can say that the Vz is an intermediate parameter. So whenever you are simplifying anything, you need to simplify the equation of the intermediate parameter. So this is the value of output. But what you need to take care whenever you are designing the multiplier, always you need to choose the value of input voltage negative. Always the value of input voltage must be negative. So when the input voltage will be negative, only on that condition this negative sign will be converted into positive. So this is the constant with the divider circuit. Always you need to take the value of input voltage negative. Okay. So this is the output of the divider circuit, or the application of the multiplier as a divider circuit. How divider? It is the ratio of this Vn and Vx. So Vn is the input and Vx is also the input of the circuit. Now moving towards the second application of the multiplier, which is called as the square rooting circuit. So here basically we are generating the expression of the output, and what is the value of output? Output will be the square root of the input. What will be the value of output? Output will be the square root of the input. So again change it to n now. Because calculation is related to n, and here in the circuit it is m. So take it as n. So Vn is the input, D is the diode. Why we need to use diode? We will discuss it later after the completion of the solution. Vz is the output of the multiplier, which will be equal to the multiplication of two input. And you can see, as I told you earlier, before the starting of the application of the multiplier, if both the input sources are connected to a common source, so that multiplier is called as the squaring circuit. Na? So this circuit is connected in squaring circuit or the squaring multiplier. What is the name of this multiplier? This multiplier is said squaring multiplier circuit. So Vz will be equal to V naught square. Why? Because both Vx and Vy is connected to V naught. So Vz, what is the value of Vz? Vz is equal to K into V naught square. K into V naught square. Why? Because K into Vx into Vy, and Vx and Vy both are connected to V naught. So with the help of the Vz, already we have derived the expression of V naught. So now we have the value of V naught. Now we need to also take the value of input. Na? So how to calculate the value of input? Just calculate the value of this particular voltage. Calculate the value of this voltage. Let here the value of voltage is Vin. What is the value of voltage? Voltage is Vin, and this Vin is the intermediate voltage. Vin is what? Vin is intermediate voltage. Due to virtual ground, value of Vin is equal to 0. But if suppose you want to calculate the value of actual value of the practical value of Vin, so how to calculate the value of intermediate voltage? So already many times I told you, whenever you want to calculate the intermediate voltage, just use the potential divider rule. For the calculation of intermediate voltage, you need to apply the potential divider rule. So with the help of this, we have calculated the value of this Vn. So how to calculate Vn? First of all, take the left hand side voltage. So when you are considering this, make it 0. On that condition, second side of the voltage will be 0. What is the value of Vn? When you are considering Vn, so Vn multiplied by R1 divided by R1 plus R2. So Vn multiplied by R1 divided by R1 plus R2. Now second time when you are considering Vz, so Vn will be 0. So when it is 0, so Vz multiplied by opposite side of the resistance. So Vz into R2 divided by R1 plus R2. So Vz into R2 divided by R1 plus R2. So this is the basic procedure by which we can calculate any of the intermediate voltage. So Vn is equal to Vn, R1 divided by R1 plus R2 plus Vz into R2 divided by R1 plus R2. Now, what is the gain of the circuit? What would be the gain of the circuit? So simple, gain of the inverting amplifier, this is the connection of the inverting amplifier. So gain of the inverting amplifier is what? V naught is equal to minus of Rf divided by Rin, where Rf is the feedback impedance, R1 is the input impedance. So if into Vin. So this is your gain parameter. Minus Rf by R1 is called it as gain parameter, or it can be replaced by A. So V naught is equal to minus of Vin into A. Also it can be written as how can it can be written as V naught is equal to minus of A into Vin. Why minus sign? Why? Because it's an inverting amplifier configuration, and in case of inverting operational amplifier, there is a phase shift of 180 degree in between input and output waveform. That's why the sign is negative. So with the help of that, we have calculated the value of Vn. So Vn is equal to minus of V naught divided by A. यहाँ से हमने आप देख सकते हैं कैसे calculate. So Vn is equal to minus of V naught divided by A. Now substitute the value of Vn from here to there. Now what is the value of Vz? Already we have calculated the value of Vz here now. What is the value of Vz? Vz is equal to K into V naught square. So here we have calculated the value of this Vz, K into V naught square. So substitute the value of Vz also. Already we have substituted the value of Vn. Now simplify the equation. So Vn is equal to V naught divided by A. Vn into R1 divided by R1 plus R2 plus, we have substituted the value of this Vz. So Vz is what? Vz is equal to K into V naught square multiplied by R2 divided by R1 plus R2. After the simplification or taking the value of R1 divided by K into R2 common, what is the value of this term? So that much of the term you are getting here. But at the denominator of this term, gain is present. At the denominator of this equation, gain term A is present. In practical condition, the value of gain is in mega ohms. In practical condition, the value of gain is in mega ohms. The value of resistance will be in kilo ohms. So numerator terms is much higher as compared to the denominator term is much higher as compared to the numerator term. So all the values will be very, very less, or that would be around 0.01 or 0.02 like that. So as compared to 1, this value is much lesser. So we are taking it here. This much of the term is much lesser than 1. तो इसको आप हटा दीजिए यहाँ से. Just cancel it out. What is the value of V naught? So V naught square is equal to minus of V in R1 divided by KR2, or from there the value of V naught will be under root minus of Vn R1 divided by K into R2. What is the value of K? K is equal to 1 by V reference. So substitute the value of K as 1 by V reference. So final value is minus of Vn into V reference into R1 by R2. So what is the meaning of this expression? So output is the square root of the input voltage. That's why it is called as the square rooting circuit. So with the help of the multiplier, we can generate the square rooting circuit. So the value of V reference is fixed. For a particular application, R1 and R2 fixed. So these all the terms are constant. When these are constant, what is the value of V naught? V naught is directly proportional to under root of minus of Vn. But what is the necessary condition? The value of input voltage must be negative. What is compulsory condition? The value of input voltage must be negative. If not so, on that condition, the feedback loop should be open circuited. Feedback loop आपका क्या होना चाहिए? Open circuited, or you need to connect the diode. या तो आपको क्या connect करना पड़ेगा? Diode. Only on that condition this circuit will work. So this is the compulsory condition for the design of square rooting circuit with the help of multiplier. Okay. What is the compulsory condition? Or the value of input voltage must be negative, or you need to connect one diode at the output terminal. Okay. So this is all about a square rooting circuit. Now last one is RMS detector. It's simplest circuit or the simplest application of the multiplier. As its name denotes, root, mean, square. So based on the simplification of these terms RMS, we are using the circuit. Root, starting from the last circuit. This circuit is used for root. Second one is mean. This integrator circuit is used for calculating the mean, and S denotes the square. So this squaring circuit is used for taking the square of the term. So what is the value of this input terminal of multiplier? So at the input terminal, voltage is VI, and VI is connected to Vx and Vy. So what is the value of V naught dash? Let's suppose here the value of output is V naught dash. So V naught dash is equal to Vx into Vy, and Vx and Vy both are connected to Vin. So output will be Vin square. Output is what? Output is equal to Vin square. Now this is connected to this integrator circuit. Now what is the name of this circuit? It is an integrator. And what is the output of the integrator? 1 by tau integration from 0 to t Vin into dt. That is the output of the integrator. So let's suppose here the value of output is what? Output is V1. So V1 is equal to, this is the output of this integrator. Now. V1 is equal to 1 by t, integration from 0 to t, Vin into dt. Vin of this integrator. Vin is what? Vin is V naught dash. V in is V naught dash, and the value of V naught dash is V in square. So substitute the value of that 1 by T integration from 0 to T V in square into dt. V in square into dt. But आपको मैं क्या बताया अभी? The value of input to the square rooting circuit must be negative. Last circuit is what? Last circuit is square rooting circuit. What is the output of the integrator? Integrator is connected to inverting terminal of the operational amplifier. So output of this integrator is minus. Output of the integrator is minus. So minus 1 by T, integration from 0 to T, V in into dt. So here same as negative. So as per the constant, जैसा कि constant अभी मैं बताया in case of the square routing circuit that the input voltage must be negative. So here also we are getting the negative voltage. How? Minus of 1 by T, 0 integration from 0 to T, V in square into dt. तो अगर आपका negative है, so you don't need to use diode here. इसी वजह से यहाँ पे सर्किट में डायोड कनेक्टेड नहीं है. बट अगर आप एज्यूम करिए कि इनपुट वोल्टेज आपका पॉजिटिव होता, अगर इनपुट वोल्टेज आपका पॉजिटिव होता, देन ऑन दैट कंडीशन इट इज कंपल्सरी टू कनेक्ट वन डायोड इन दिस पर्टिकुलर. ठीक, उस कंडीशन में डायोड कनेक्ट करना कंपल्सरी रहता है. तो यहाँ पे आपका इनपुट वोल्टेज देखिए क्या था, पॉजिटिव. इस वजह से सर्किट में क्या है, डायोड कनेक्टेड है. बट सपोज करिए अगर इनपुट वोल्टेज नेगेटिव होता, so no need to connect the diode into the circuit. ठीक, तो लास्ट टर्म इज स्क्वायर रूटिंग. स्क्वायर रूटिंग क्या मिल रहा है आपको? स्क्वायर रूटिंग का देखिए आउटपुट क्या है, डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ द इनपुट. ये आपका इनपुट है, so just square root of this input and minus minus will be plus. So same thing we are getting here, under root of 1 by T integration from 0 to T V in square into dt. This is how we can generate the root mean square of the any circuit. So this is the circuit diagram of the multiplier circuit, or used it as RMS detector. So this is all about the multiplier circuit. I hope that much part would be clear to you. Go one more time to the notes provided to you. I hope that would be, after that everything would be clear to all of you. But if you are having any kind of the problem, so don't hesitate to ask me the problem related to it. Okay? So thank you so much. All the best for your future. So now this is the completion of your subject. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.